Today, I'll be teaching you how to use Claude Code in VS Code. Now, the easiest way is to install the extensions. So go to the left, you click on these 4 squares, and then you can search the extensions. So you just type Claude Code, and it will be the first one. So click into it and check that it is by Entropic. You can see entropic.com, and you can see it has a lot of installs. It has over 19 million installs. So make sure you install the correct one. So I'll click on install. So it's done. I can now close this. And now on the left side, there will be a Claude Code icon. So when I click on this, it will first ask you to log in to your Claude account. So I click on Cloud AI subscription. Then I click on open. Then you log into your Claude account. So after you log in, you'll see something like this. Click on authorize, and you'll see this. And now I can close this, and then we go back to VS Code. I can now start using Claude Code. So first, let's start a new session. So I click on this on top. And from here, I can start using Claude Code in VS Code. So you can click on the slash button over here. And from here, you can choose which model you want to use. So if I click on this, I can choose between Sonnet, Fable, Opus, or Haiku. Now, if you're not sure which model to use, I'll say just start with Sonnet. It is the middle ground. It is good enough for most tasks. Unless you're making something that's more complex, then you can try Opus or even Fable. Now, Haiku is a faster and cheaper model, but right now it is quite outdated. So generally, if you're not sure, just stick with Sonnet model. Next, you can also choose the effort level. Now, if you use a higher effort level, that means it will take more time to think before it responds. And when you use a higher effort level, it will use up your usage limits a lot faster. So if you're not sure, just start with medium effort first. And from here, if I want to change the effort level, I can just click like this to increase the effort. So you can see there is low, there's medium, there's high, extra high, max. So I'll just go with medium effort level. Next, for thinking, I'll just leave this on. So in Claude Code, if you click over here, you can change the mode. So there's manual, there's edit automatically, there's a plan mode, and there's auto mode. So usually it's a good idea to plan first before you build. So I'll start off with plan mode. So here I can see I'm in plan mode. Now let's start using Claude Code. So let's just do a simple example. I'll ask Claude to build a to-do list app where I can add tasks, edit them, or delete each task, and be able to mark each task as completed. So I'll just send this to Claude, and it will start to plan first. So here I can choose what kind of app I want. So I'll just go with this. So it wrote out the plan. I can read through all this, and if it's all good, I can click on this to accept the plan. And you can see that after I accept the plan, the mode automatically changed into edit automatically mode. So if I click onto this, you can see right now, it automatically went into this mode where it will automatically edit the code. So here you can see it asks for permissions for certain commands. So I'll just click on yes. So this is how the edit automatically works. It will create and edit most of the files, but sometimes it will still ask you for permissions. Now, if you don't want to keep approving, you can try auto mode. So Claude will approve actions as long as it passes a safety check, but it will still check with you if it's anything risky. So it's done. Let me just ask Claude, how do I view this app? So here it gives the instructions, and it also opened the website for me. So here you can see this is what the to-do list looks like. So let's test it out. Say I need to remember to buy groceries. I can click on add, and maybe I need to water the plants. And let's see if I can edit this. And let's say I finish this task, I can mark this to be completed. Now say I want to make any changes to the app. Maybe I want this to be a light theme. I can go back to Claude and I can say make the app a light theme. And now let's go back here and refresh the page, and now I have a light theme. So you can see whatever you want to change or add, you just keep telling Claude. Now say I want to add a button to let users switch between light and dark theme, then I could just say add a button to toggle between light and dark mode. So here it asks for permission to run this command. I'll just click on yes. Now, if you don't want to keep approving commands, you can always change the mode. So I can change this to auto mode so that Claude will approve actions automatically as long as it passes a safety check. So I click on this, and now I'm in auto mode. So Claude added a toggle button. Let's take a look. So here you can see there's this button. I can click it and I can toggle between light and dark theme. So you can see you just tell Claude what you want and it will build it for you. Now say I want to add a due date for each task. I can go back to Claude Code and then I just tell it what I want. Now a tip is you want to regularly clear your conversation because otherwise the conversation gets too long. The AI agent can start to get confused over time the longer the chat goes. Because you can see here I'm asking to change the color, then later on I'm asking to add a button to toggle the color theme. So if the next thing I want is not really related, it's not relevant to the previous things anymore, so you want to regularly clear the conversation. So to clear, you can click on this and then you can click on clear conversation, or you can just type /clear and it will clear the chat. And now I could tell Claude add a due date for each task. So it's done. Let's take a look. So it added the date for each task, but you can see the button is kind of out of alignment. So what I can do is I can just describe to Claude what's the problem, or I can just take a screenshot and I can send it to Claude Code. So I could take a screenshot like this and I go back to Claude Code. I can just paste it in. You can see it pasting the image directly and I can just tell Claude Code to fix the UI. So I could say, see the attached image, fix the UI. So I'm just keeping it very vague for now. It's just an example. So it's done. Now let's take a look. You can see it fixed the UI. Right now, the button doesn't overlap. It doesn't flow out. So let's continue testing it. So I could say, add a new task to reply to emails. And I could select the date. Maybe I'll do it on the 7th. Then I'll edit. So that's how to use Claude Code in VS Code.